Welcome back to another episode of Eastern Michigan Dynasty here in College Football 27. We have the season finale today, taking on Kent State. And if we win our game against Kent State, we should get a bowl game because we would improve to 6-6. So I would imagine we'll get selected to a bowl game. I don't know which one exactly, but I would imagine we will. So we have potentially 2 games this episode, which, I mean, Kent State, they're 3-8, and I gotta see their team overall. I imagine we'll beat them. Yeah, they're 65 overall, so we are better than them. I would imagine we'll beat them, but you know, nothing's guaranteed. And if you missed the last episode, I recommend you check that one out before you watch this one. But if you are all caught up, we'll do a quick refresher. We played 4 games in the last episode, which is what I normally do, but because this is the last week of the season, we're only going to be doing 1, possibly 2. Assuming we win, we'll have 2 games this episode. But we beat Toledo, a very promising win, but we lost to Ohio. It was a very, very bad game. Like, it was terrible. And we also lost to Central Michigan. We got blown out. It was horrible. But we did go on to beat Western Michigan, which they were actually the toughest team overall wise out of all of these guys, and we beat them. Which is also funny because we beat Wisconsin earlier in the year, and we also nearly beat Michigan State. Like, we should have beat Michigan State as well. So yeah, we just underperformed. But Kent State today, and we also have a couple of other things to go over. So not much with recruiting, but we do have 80 expectations. So if you've been following along, fewer than 20 turnovers on offense this season. We are at 19. So I assume this would include the bowl game, assuming we win. So we have to have 0 turnovers this video. That has been very difficult for us as of lately, getting 0 turnovers in not just one game, but in multiple. So we're gonna have to play mistake free, and also winning 25% of our home games. This game is at home, which I think even if we do lose this game, we still would meet that. But I mean, I would still like to win. But we will also get the 100 Dynasty points if we make a bowl game. So ideally we get a clean sweep, get that 175 extra Dynasty points for this offseason. But we are doing better than we did last year, and if we win this game as well as the bowl game, we will have our best record since 2022. Also, in other news, Braden Bennett is only 1 touchdown off of leading the entire country, but of course, you know, there's also playoffs and everything like that, so you know, it's possible he does lead the country, but it might only be for like a week or 2. But ideally he becomes the leading rusher in the MAC. You know, touchdowns wise he has a significant amount. Yards wise, we're still working on that a little bit, but the problem with us is we lose a lot of games, so I can't run the ball as much. But as our running back, he's also our leading receiver, which is funny because I have yet to throw a single running back screen all season. Well, actually, no, I'm pretty sure I haven't thrown a single one all season. So yeah, despite that, he is still our number 1 receiver. But yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything to do with recruiting today. I mean, we do have a couple of guys. We still have yet to see a single commit, but we might see one. JT Murray's very close. If we were to get him, that would be huge. Carmichael's in his top 3. Bordeaux's close to a verbal. And then Kevin Kazee, we're probably not going to get him. Auburn just kind of jumped in last minute. We do have him on a visit this week, so maybe there's a chance with that, but most likely not. And also, do I have a pitch on him? I do. Okay. Like I said, we still have yet to see a single commit. We might today. I think we will today. I would assume we will today. But yeah, with that being said though, that's enough yapping for me. We are going to jump into our first game. Hopefully we get to this video, taking on Kent State here at home. So in the last video, we did something. We did the Operation Go Green, and that worked out for us. We got the win, so we're going to try it again. Here we go. Head coach Ryan Anderson leading the team out for the final home game of the season in his debut season as the head coach of this Eastern Michigan team. And to start the game, we'll be kicking it off, what I always prefer to do. I like the second half starting on offense. So we'll kick it deep to this right side of the field, and they got nobody over there. Hester is going to get blocked, but we'll get another guy in there. They're stopped at the 21. And here comes Wayne Harris, 34 catches on the year, 435 yards and 2 touchdowns for him. So I assume he's their highest rated receiver, so he'll be the guy we have to try and shut down today. But here we go. We're going to send a little pressure. We'll set the tone early in this game, and it will be a handoff, actually. I did not expect that, but they will get 11 yards on the first play of the game. And here on the second play of the game, we're going to send even more pressure because they're going to throw it for sure this time, and it's an RPO. But we'll get there, and it will be wrapped up for a gain of 3. We'll take that. What in the world was that? Okay. And there we go. We get our first sack of the game. Only took like 5 plays for it to happen. The blitz pays off and we push him back. The junior, Colin Main, gets in there for the sack. So 3rd and 18. We're going to send more pressure at this quarterback. He's clearly rattled after going down for the first time this game. We're going to send even more on this 3rd and long situation. Try and force a bad throw. Mochan. I almost had a lane there, but we're going to dive. Okay. Bad throw. We'll take that. You have no choice but to punt. What a return here. Only the punter to beat. Okay, that was very bad juke by me. But we get it up to the 46-yard line. That's got to be our best punt return all season. But Braden Bennett last week, 184, 4 touchdowns for the senior. We're going to stat pad him today because, you know, throwing the ball has led to a lot of interceptions this season. And as you guys know, we can't do any more turnovers. So we got to be safe. We got to run the ball, and we lose a yard on our first play, of course. And now we got a 3rd and 7 situation here on the 43-yard line. I like Mattard here. I think he gets open, actually. Yeah, we're going to go to him. See if we can fight forward for that first down. He gets it. We got 3rd and inches here. We're going for it on 4th down if we don't get it. So we're going to take a chance, and I like why. We're going to him. We might have a touchdown. Prosper. Okay, I tried hitting the edge. Didn't work, though, but we are on the 8-yard line. We'll take that. So now Braden Bennett is looking for that leading scorer title of all running backs in the nation, which actually we did break the season record for Eastern Michigan history for most rushing touchdowns in a season. So right now he's just adding to that total. Well, assuming we can score, which we can't count our chickens before they hatch, but I think we're in a pretty good spot. We'll hand it to him again, and I think just slip through. He falls forward into the end zone, and he picks up his 17th touchdown of the season. 3rd and 11 for Kent State here. We're going to stick with our tendency, and we are going to send some pressure at this quarterback, try and force another bad throw. In a 3rd and long situation. No, we can't get to him. Okay, I was going to say we weren't going to get him a sack there, but I was able to fight off the block there, and we get a sack. The quarterback just kind of stood there after breaking the original sack attempt, and we were able to fight through and pick up a sack there. So that's 2 on back-to-back drives. And now we'll get the ball back after scoring on our opening offensive drive. And we'll start on the 28. Braden Bennett's going to hit the edge. Braden Bennett, will he go the distance? Oh! Come on. Seriously? I thought he had that. I guess Kent State just has some really fast DBs. No, he got subbed out. Oh, that's so brutal. Well, Mattard might get a touchdown here. We'll see. We'll hand it to him. And yeah, he'll walk into the end zone, picking up the touchdown after Braden Bennett did all the work. I wish I could have got him the touchdown there. But, you know, Mattard needs some love too. You know, he's been a solid backup all season. So he gets another touchdown added on. And actually, I want to see, is Mattard a senior? I don't think he is, actually. Oh no, he actually is a senior. Well, actually, technically this would be senior day, so the other senior running back getting some love, you know, we're fine with that. Oh, ball's on the ground. That's a fumble. Pick it up. We might have a scoop and score. We indeed will. What a play by the defense. The defense is going insane in this first half. That was a great breakup originally. I didn't even see who got the breakup, but we get the scoop and score because, of course, that was a backwards pass. So, yeah, like I said, this Eastern Michigan defense is really going off in this first half. I don't think we've had a defensive touchdown all season, so I think that's our very first one. And, of course, our entire defensive line is all seniors. So, for senior day, getting the scoop and score, first defensive touchdown of the season, that's amazing. We get another sack. That's Adam, who had the scoop and score on the last drive, wrapping the quarterback up for a loss of 8. Now, 3rd down and 13. You know, I was going to try and audible do a blitz. I wasn't able to get it off. Oh, please break that up. Thank goodness it was overthrown. 4th and 13. So we're going to have one more chance before this first half is over. And if we're able to score, we start with the second half kickoff, so we have a chance to get a point sandwich, and if we can do, we start on the 2-yard line. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, if we can do that though, even if it's just 2 field goals, this game might be over. Because with how this defense is played, like, I just cannot see Kent State getting it going, and yeah, I think, Braden Bennett's hurting. Oh man, yeah, we might just be best taking this to the locker room, because yeah, Don't really want to try anything crazy, so we'll try one more. If I can break free. Oh, Braden Bennett. Oh, he's so good. The blocks are amazing. We're calling timeout. Let's try it here. But remember, we have to play turnover free, so I don't want to try anything stupid. If it's not there, I'm not going to force it. You know, we're not going to do anything all that crazy, but we will try pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Mattered. I'll put him on an out route. Maybe we can get some run after catch yardage for him. We're going to go, yeah, we'll call it timeout. I felt like that was definitely a wasted play there. I definitely probably could have got a little more. Yeah, we only gained 9 yards, and we had to spend a timeout in order to do it. Well, we'll try one more play, and, I mean, possibly we get into field goal range. LeMaster, oh, I tried to do a hot route there. You know, Noah Kim, just run, slide. Yeah, we'll just take this into half. I don't want to risk it. Like I said, I don't want to risk the turnover, so we're just going to take it into half. We already have a lead, so we'll just take it into half. We're fine. But yeah, so far the Operation Go Green has been a very successful operation, but we still have one more half of football to go. Ideally, we score at least a field goal to start off the second half. If we do that, and the defense just keeps playing how they are, I think we're in a really good spot. And here we go from the 6-yard line. We've been running pretty much every play this drive. I think I threw it one play this entire drive, but we're going to go to Blackwell. The sophomore might have a chance. Almost, but Braden Bennett's going to sub in. But Braden Bennett will check back into the game. Right now, his wear and tear has him down 10 speed, so we'll see if he's still able to punch it in, and he is, of course. Our workhorse gets yet another touchdown on the season, and yeah, his wear and tear he's hurting. But this is his last home game of his college career, so, you know, we got to get him some touchdowns. I believe he's at 2 so far because Matterd had 1. Or wait, was that his third? No, that had to have been his second. I'm pretty sure it's his second. I don't know. We'll get him the hat trick later, though. Oh my gosh. Please, 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 please. Okay, well, yeah, in the last episode, we gave up 2 kickoff return touchdowns in the same game. So the special teams units clearly got some stuff going on that we're going to have to figure out with some better depth in the offseason. But yeah, so Kent State will start on the 14-yard line. Oh gosh, please just, yeah. Quarterback draw, hit him. Did he really just do that to us? That was such an unnecessary dive. But I mean, it worked for him. The shutout is over, though. Kent State has scored a touchdown, which, I mean, I didn't really expect we would shut him out. I was kind of surprised up to this point we had. That dive was so unnecessary, though. But yeah, Kent State's on the board. 4th and 2 with a lead of 21. I think we'll just keep the offense out there. I don't see the point in kicking a field goal here. So we'll give the ball to Matterd here. I think we should be good on this run. Actually, no. And Braden Bennett gets hurt. Oh, my goodness. All right, well, we're under 4 minutes to go. I think we're going to be fine. Oh, they're going for it all. Oh, how do we not pick that? Oh, all right, well, 3rd and 5. We're going to send some pressure at this quarterback on 3rd and 5. He hasn't been all that good against the blitz, so here we go with Jason Marshall. Go through the middle. Oh, we have a guy wide open. Goodness, what are we doing? Oh, my gosh, and I get juked out. Okay, just push him out of bounds. Wow. And we get yet another sack on the day. I think that's 4 or 5, which I don't think we've had more all season, which actually we didn't even blitz on that play. But yeah, 3rd and 17, I would imagine, well, they'll definitely go for it if they don't pick it up on 3rd down. And we stop them short, they're definitely going for it here. Their quarterback is now over 100 yards on the day after that one. But here we go, game on the line, 4th and 4. If they don't pick it up, this game's over. We'll see. Oh, we got this underneath. It's another sack, 5 on the day. That's got to be the most we've had all season. I can't imagine we've had more in a game. I really don't think so. But Braden Bennett, despite being a little shaken up on the last play of the last drive, is back out on the field. Dude, he is hurting. I need to get him out of the game. He might be hurt again. It's another injury timeout. He might actually be hurt. Yeah, minus 13 speed, minus 14 change of direction. Yeah, I think he's hurting a little bit out there, but Matterd will check in. It's senior day, so, you know, we'll let him get some love, too. We'll hand this ball off. And, oh, I should have just gone right. What am I thinking? Travis Blackwell, the sophomore, gets caught. Well, he has 90 speed too. I was expecting him to get into the end zone. I'm pretty sure he's our fastest running back, actually. So I was kind of surprised when he got caught from behind. And I was thinking about subbing in Braden Bennett, but yeah, he has like literally no wear and tear. So I think we'll just keep Blackwell in the game and we'll hand it to him and see if he can finish the job as he gets stood up at the 7-yard line. Well, we'll try it again as we are under a minute to go in this game. Don't really want to risk a fumble or interception or anything like that, so we're not going to throw the ball. All right, 3rd and goal on the 5-yard line as we are under 30 seconds to go. We're going to run up the middle. We're not going to throw the ball or anything because I would rather not risk an interception, but mattered. Almost slipped through. And we're going to run it one more time. See if we can score one more stat pad touchdown. Joey Mattered in what is his final home game of his collegiate career. I tried diving, but he gets in the end zone regardless. And that will do it. That will seal the win for this Eastern Michigan team as we improve to 500. And I assume that gets us a bowl game invite. It should. I hope it does at least. We fought this hard. We should get a bowl game. Operation Go Green was indeed successful for the 2nd time this season. So with that being said, we'll check over stats and everything like that. So we should have had the shutout. You know, had that kickoff return touchdown not happen, well, not a touchdown, but like that kickoff return up to like the 14-yard line or whatever, had that not happened, we would have had it. But yeah, Noah Kim, I only threw it 7 times because I really didn't want to risk an interception, but yeah, he was very accurate. Didn't throw a single incompletion. And Travis Blackwell, the sophomore, actually led the way with 15 rushes, 133 yards. Almost had that touchdown, very close. But Braden Bennett and Joey Mattered both had 2. 121 yards for Braden Bennett and 12 yards for Joey Mattered. I thought he definitely had more. Wow, okay. Well, Malachi James had 13 yards himself, and Noah Kim had a 9-yard scramble. And then receiving, of course, Joey Mattered led the way with 3 catches for 21 yards and no receiving touchdowns or anything like that. Defensively, though, the defensive line was great this game. Warren Stevens-Tayo had the 2 sacks. Colin Main had 1.5 from his linebacker spot. That's right. And Jefferson Adam got in there, and he also had the scoop and score for 23 yards and half a sack for Zach Mochan. No picks. We were very close to getting one, though. But even though it was technically a forced fumble, it doesn't show up as a forced fumble. I wonder, does it count as a pass defense? Because it technically was, but I don't know. But, I mean, what we do know is we got a scoop and score. That's all that matters. So I would say this was definitely our best game all season. Like, last episode was brutal. Like, that's the one way to put it. It was a very terrible outing last episode. But we had a really good game this time around, and we'll see if we get our first commit. We don't. Okay. Well, I was hopeful. But we are up to C- championship contender. That's actually huge for us. And then what about brand exposure up to D-? We'll take that. JT Murray is so close. So we're going to get him next week for sure. And yeah, Kevin Kazee, despite the visit and everything, I don't think we'll get him. I mean, we'll leave him on for a week just in case Auburn like pulls out, but I don't think so. And I don't really want to increase my NIL offer either because we have so much to go around, and you know, with the off season and everything, I want to save as much as I can. But yeah, I think that's it for recruiting. We'll go on to next week and we'll see if we're able to get a bowl game. Well, actually, I should have been able to just check. I think I can check bowl projections. So, we get our first commit. JT Murray has committed to the Eastern Michigan Eagles. We land our first commit. 3-star wide receiver out of Georgia. Kevin Kazee's a traitor. Doesn't matter though. My defensive coordinator is leaving for the NFL. Dude, there's no way my defensive coordinator had anything better than F prestige. So I don't know who is giving him a job in the NFL, but yeah, anyways though, I wonder if we can see. I don't know if these are official yet though, actually, that's the thing. So I don't see us. Did we really not get a bowl game? Seriously? That's going to be so disappointing. I don't know if it's actually like official quite yet, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see one more week. But yeah, our goodness, dude, he's getting 85 coach points as a F prestige. I don't know, his pipeline is pretty good though. He has Michigan. He doesn't have interest in coming back, so I think we can just fire him. So I'm sure if I fire him, it won't really make a difference because it's not like he was going to re-sign anyway, and I also wouldn't be able to afford him anyway, so yeah, we're fine with that. But anyways though, we'll just advance on to the next week, and we get our second commitment, Robert Bordeaux, defensive tackle out of Idaho, 3 stars, so that's our second 3-star on the day. And yeah, Kevin Kazee has decided to commit to Auburn. I thought he already did. Oh no, I guess it was just a verbal. This time it was a hard commit. Now here we have the Heisman Trophy ceremony, so we'll just take a quick look at that. Unfortunately, Braden Bennett won't be a member here, but we'll see who wins it.
I'm Chris Chevron Theater. We're so proud Heisman Trophy winner. The 4 finalists, as chosen by the Heisman, surprising group, if we're being honest. At the beginning of the season, you might not have thought what it takes to win football games. A reminder of how good each of their 4 seasons were. And one more look at this year's Heisman finalists. One of these guys is about to experience a life-changing moment.
And here we go, the 4 Heisman finalists. We'll see who wins it here in year 1.
And the winner of the 2026 Heisman Trophy is Trinidad Chambliss, senior quarterback out of Ole Miss.
So if I'm not mistaken, he's the guy who got the extra year of eligibility. Well, not the extra year, but like got a year back of eligibility, if I'm not mistaken. So he finishes out his college career winning the Heisman Trophy. That's huge for him.
And one final congratulations to this year's Heisman season. Thanks for joining us.
But yeah, 3.9 thousand yards, 25 touchdowns, and a nice 67 completion percentage does it for the Heisman this season. So Malachi James, Jet Award winner, the Return Specialist Award. I honestly did not know he was even in the running for that, which honestly I didn't even know that was an award, if I'm going to be completely honest. But I mean, we'll take that, adding an award. And did we not get a bowl game? Seriously, we didn't get a bowl game? Oh my gosh. That's so unfortunate. Well, I mean, at the bare minimum though, we got the 75 Dynasty points despite not making a bowl game. So I mean, we'll take it. It's big for us because 75, that could be like a 3-star recruit out of the transfer portal, so we'll take that. But what we do need to focus on now is hiring staff. So I can't imagine we're going to be able to hire like a very high prestige. I mean, we could offer Matt Rule the OC role. I can't imagine he would accept it, but we could try. Okay, so we're going after these 2 guys. I like their pipeline, and also they're both recruiters, which is what I think we kind of need the most. But unfortunately, they are D- prestige, which, I mean, that is better than the F prestiges we had before, which I'm pretty sure our DC was F prestige. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure it was. But also National Signing Day. So JT Murray, what is his dev trait? It is normal. All right. What about Bordeaux? Also normal. Okay, that's unfortunate. And of course, Kevin Kazee is a star. Okay. But yeah, of course, as you all know, we only have 2 signings so far. But Eric Torrey, we're going to have to take him off. Central Michigan is probably going to get him. But also, of course, every single fullback I go after just seems to get offered up on. So Sam Coleman probably won't get him. But I don't think we'll have to take anybody else off of here. I think we are good in regards to that. Well, Robert Carmichael, I think we should get him, but we will get into a recruiting battle with Duke, so that's something to consider. But Ailman, we're good on that. But Braden Bennett, though, was on the first team All-American. I wonder if this season we'll get Braden Bennett drafted. I think it's possible. He had a really good season. But also because of his overall, I'm not sure if he'd even be able to, so who knows with that. But what about second team? Did we have anybody on here? I don't think so. But as for the MAC, of course, Braden Bennett is here, but do we have anybody else on here? Maybe second team, we might have someone? No, really? Okay, well, freshman, we had center William King in there. What's his overall? 66 overall, but he's also got a deal breaker. Oh, he might be gone after this season. Okay, anybody else? We have nobody. But Braden Bennett was second place for the Doak Walker Award, so he almost won Running Back of the Year, but Hollywood Smothers was able to beat him out for it, which is kind of surprising when you look at the stats. Really, that's actually kind of surprising. Like, Braden Bennett had a lot more yards, which granted, the 2 touchdowns does go to Smothers here, but still. But this is what the playoff bracket is looking like for this first year. So of course we see Ohio State in at that first spot. So I don't even know who I would predict to win. Like, I don't know much about college football in general. So yeah, I don't really know much of the rosters or anything like that. I'm just so disappointed we didn't get a bowl game though. We would have had the clean sweep for all the 80 expectations, but we unfortunately fell just short. But we'll go on to the next week. We'll see if we're able to get both the OC and the DC that I offered. Ricky Thompson has accepted our offer to be the DC. I assume we did not get the OC then. Oh, no, we did. Oh, that's solid. So Dennis Aldrich is in as our OC for this upcoming season. So our staff is full. And it will be Ohio State versus Miami for the national championship here in year one. But before we do that, I just want to see. But just out of curiosity, what happened around the MAC? So of course, our OC in DC. So our OC is going to Kent State as the head coach. So I mean, I guess the Kent State AD saw us put up, how many points was it? Like 35 points on them. And it was like, oh yeah, we need that OC. All right, well, I guess that's a little storyline there. We'll be taking on our former OC if we play Kent State next year. And then Sacramento State's OC is gone. And then they also hired a new DC with D- prestige. But yeah, also our DC, Ryan Lester, went to the NFL. So we had 2 Ryans on the staff and one of them went to the NFL. But yeah, we'll see who wins this national championship here and then we'll call it a video. But also good news, we are officially up to a 1-star program. Before we were just half a star. So I guess that's something to be happy about. But coach stability is down, which I mean, I guess makes sense, but like there also wasn't really much I could have done because one of them went to the NFL, the other one wasn't going to come back, so you know, it's whatever. But the C- championship contender though, that's going to be huge for us in the transfer portal. But like conference prestige though, that's, I mean, it's still a C-, it's not horrible. Well, I mean, it is the worst one, so I guess it kind of is horrible. But it is Ohio State winning the national championship, so that is going to be the end of this episode of Eastern Michigan Dynasty. So in the next episode, we'll go through the entire offseason and everything like that, and we'll see how this roster will shape up. So Ohio State has won their 2nd in 3 years. It might be a dynasty brewing over in Ohio. But yeah, with that being said, that is all I have for you all today. We'll do a season recap and everything like that in the next episode, and we'll also get the team ready for year number 2. So with that being said, this is all I got for you all today. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching the video all the way through. I really appreciate that. And if you enjoyed this one, I do have a ton of other content up on my channel, so feel free to check that out. But yeah, that's all I got for you all today. Thank you all so much for watching the video all the way through. I really appreciate that. And yeah, that's all I got for you all today. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see y'all next time.